Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all, best wedding song.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
And please give it up for the groom and groom, Mark and Hal, hitting the dance floor.
Come on, everybody. We want to get you moving. We're going to get the blood pumping. We're here to celebrate this podcast marriage.
That's
so
right.
Let's hit the floor.
Can I tell you, my brother once said to me,
yeah,
this is why I love my brother and his weirdness. He was like, dude, I figured out what my favorite genre of music is. I said, what? And he went, wedding. Like, it makes sense. Like, he doesn't really follow what's going on musically or, you know, right. in the world. That's just not his thing. He doesn't live in that world. So
sure.
The songs he likes are, you know, I want to dance with somebody and get lucky. And, you know,
Celebrate by Kool and the Gang.
Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. That was actually the one he used as the example. He's like, yeah, man, that song's great. So that's my brother's favorite genre of music. I hope he listens to this episode.
Oh, I'm sure he will. And then will message me privately about it.
Yeah.
As he's wont to do. How are you doing? We are recording this in the midst of, we ran out of episodes.
Yeah, we did.
Last week, we were out of episodes. This is running. We're recording this on Sunday, the 29th of March, and then it will come out on the 31st.
So we all know what's happening in the world right now.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm back. I've been back for like a week, from Thailand, and I've basically just been holed up at home, you know, going out for groceries when I need, cause I don't have a car right now. Cause I didn't have one and then went away and I was like, I'll get one when I get back. And then now it doesn't seem like the time to go get one.
Right.
So, I rented a car for one day and just did everything.
Okay.
You know, I did like my big load up on groceries shopping, went to my mail place, just kind of like did all of the errands in a mask and maybe a whole bottle of hand sanitizer over the course of a day. And then came back home and I've just been, you know, slowly unstocking the stocked fridge and doing, you know, as much as I can. I'm working on a video for a friend and I'm, you know, doing interviews online. Like I did an Instagram video interview or Instagram TV interview and, you know, trying to do as much yoga as I can. And, been working with Edelstein on the, voice actors read, which I know you're jumping into really soon.
Yes.
Which, for those who don't know, voice actors read is an Instagram, handle that, every day gets your favorite cartoon voice stars to read to kids. So every day at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time, there's a live person reading on there. And it's all cartoon people. And then also a few fun actors like Taylor Schilling did it yesterday, which is really cool.
Nice.
So that's kind of been my experience. I'll tell you what sucks is living by yourself during a pandemic because I have not had human contact since I got back. And it is weird.
Yeah.
Like everyone I know has either a roommate or a significant other or a family or something that they live with. So they're cohabitating at least with another person they can talk to. I'm all Zoom, baby. All Zoom meetings.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you? How are you doing?
Doing okay. We've got provisions. I go out maybe once a week to stock up on like fresh stuff. And now it feels like the panic buying phase is mostly over. I was able to get some staple stuff shipped from like a Target where, you know, it's just, I sit in my living room, which, you know, is right next to the porch. So I'm looking outside. So at least I have the outside in front of me. I go out. I try to like leave once a day, whether it's to take a little walk or even to take the trash out. And it feels like a vacation.
Yeah.
But this is the question I think is on everybody's mind that listens to this podcast. How are you doing on toilet paper? And if you have none, how are you doing on coffee filters? This is like your time. This is a golden age for Mark's wiping habits because people are talking about using coffee filters. They're professional mascots. The Moondog from the Cleveland Cavaliers was talking about using coffee filters. Like
really? So I guess I'm not that crazy. Well, the world.
How well provisioned are you right now?
I am basically every time I'm at the store and I see that, they have it, or every store that I am in, you know, like the first week and then week 2 going out. So like, I think now on 3 different occasions, my first trip when I got back and then 2 different stores on my second trip, I saw that there was toilet paper for sale. So I stashed it away. I got a thing, but I only bought one, and it's not like I'm buying the big, 48 pack.
Right.
So now I have 3 little 6-packs. So I should be okay for a while.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And they're those like, they're the mega rolls. And I have paper towels and coffee filters and some Christmas wrapping paper that I can crumple up and reopen and then crumple up and reopen and then crumple up and reopen.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
And that, well, that's just to make it a little softer. I'm not reusing it each time.
You write on the little tag, it says to the toilet. I got you something special.
Oh,
I know you can't tell, but there were Nutcracker soldiers on there at one point. They're gone. You'll never see them again.
Oh my God.
Flush. All right. I think it's nice during this time to talk about something that is a public gathering that we will get to do eventually again.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't even think I have to ask. I would assume you are out on the dance floor at a wedding going ham.
As much as possible.
Yeah.
I will say this though. When I go to a wedding, I have to take a bandana or something with me because I get sweaty on a dance floor.
Sure.
And if I'm in a tux, then it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? So you gotta step off the floor every once in a while, grab a water. It's important to stay hydrated.
Sure.
But then right back out to the dance floor. I'm even there at the end when everybody like sort of half drunkenly just makes a circle around the couple and kind of, there's always that like late night, they play a slow jam and you're like, oh, it's We Are the World. Let's just make a circle around them and then we'll all dance.
Wait, you went to a wedding where they played We Are the World?
Well, but that was the first all love song I could think of. How about this? What the World Needs Now.
Sure. That's a better one.
Let There Be Peace on Earth. That's one of my all-time faves.
Sure. I do like that they have We Are the World, and then when they want to clear it out, they play We Won't Play Sun City. They're like, all right, everybody, thanks for coming. Time to go. When you hear, it's Christmas time at all, that means that you go out to your car and drive home.
Yeah, it's all just Farm Aid, Band-Aid, USA for Africa.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
We're going to do that weird Imagine that they did on Instagram.
Are you a little offended that neither of us were asked to be a part of that?
To do Imagine on Instagram?
Yeah, I could sing part of Imagine in a completely different key than the person both before and after me. I could do that. I'm verified on Twitter, Gal Gadot. Jeez, just because I'm not at a movie. I could have at least asked you. You're on television.
I know.
Sakes.
Movie people don't like television people, I guess.
Yeah, the fight continues.
I know.
The Jets and Sharks of entertainment. I like dancing at a wedding, but I get tired and dizzy very quickly, which tells me that I have more energy than technique. I just there's like a lot of I think my head going up and down.
Yeah.
And I get just dizzy immediately and think my heart starts beating really fast.
Have you always been a dance floor fan though? Like, do you all, in high school, like at the dances, would you go out on the dance floor? Were you, any bar mitzvahs and all that? Have you traditionally been a dance floor guy?
No, I wouldn't lead the charge. I would go out when there was a large group there. It kind of depended on how I was feeling. I did always have in my head, what if I'm a really good dancer? and I don't even know it. And I go out there and dance and everybody's really impressed. And then, making friends and influencing people all over the place.
Sure.
Not the case. Look, I'm not the world's worst dancer, but I'm not a very good dancer either. I never really worked at it I did letter in ballet in high school, but
oh my God,
you don't use that on a floor.
No, you also don't use that in a conversation.
I just did, bro. I'm crushing it today. I'm crushing it from the quarantine compound on the west side.
The quarantine compound. From the Q house.
Yeah. So, welcome to MTV's Q House.
Oh my
we
God.
got Eric Neese from the real world. He's checking in from his studio apartment in Van Nuys.
That's right. And if he gets kicked off this week, we're kicking him out of the house. That's right. Banished. Like Romeo to Mantua.
You have to go live in the banished because you've been banished. I want to be clear with this topic. Mm-hmm. Because I just put best wedding song, and it could be the first dance, it could be the intro of the bride and groom, but the longer suggestion, which was given to us by Tracy Feerick.
Hi, Tracy, and thank you.
Hi, Tracy. Tracy, thank you. I hope you are safer at home and not touching your face.
But dancing.
But yes, and dance like no one's watching.
Yeah. I hope everybody is dancing at home right now. Not like in this moment, but just in general, like turn on some music and dance, y'all.
Yeah. And then I'll be dizzy and my heart will start beating too fast very quickly. And then I'll sit down, but I will dance. The question was specifically the song that gets you moving on the floor that you play that gets everybody up. And
oh, okay. I like that as our criteria for it, because otherwise we would have to break it down by like, all right, what's the best, there's going to be the, like, what are the tent pole songs? There's the
first dance.
The first dance. There's the mother, son, father, daughter dance.
Yes.
And then there's like some great dance floor music. There's usually one for the older generation.
The Way You Look Tonight.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then, there's always either Green Day's I Hope You Had the Time of Your Life, or Closing Time, or Save the Best for Last. One of those songs that mentions being the last song of the night.
Last Dance.
Yeah, Last Dance.
Whoa.
Tonight.
Yeah. We're not introing the bride and groom and the members of the wedding party. This isn't the
because
weird,
there is an official best one for that now. Thanks to the internet.
Oh,
I think I want to marry you.
Yeah. And then everybody does the dance thing.
Yeah, everybody does the dance down the aisle, and it's just a fun, joyous occasion. And I kind of would love that if it fully replaced Here Comes the Bride at all weddings. Because Here Comes the Bride sounds like it's the difference between like a gospel church and a Catholic church. One of them has music that's really old and traditional and boring, and one has music that's really fun.
Sure. Yeah, that's, but we're dealing with the specific subset of songs that get everybody up and dancing.
Yeah.
And in this, there's always like a song of the summer or a popular song of the moment that will do that. And I found this at conferences I go to where you will see a woman when the song comes on hold her glass of champagne or wine very high in the air. Like she's turning into the Statue of Liberty. And the other hand is like holding, is like going up to say, wait. And they're swaying and the way they like saunter to the floor. And I've seen it multiple times is like, oh no, they didn't know they were playing my song. I have to go dance now. So generally those are either the most popular songs or like flash mob type dances. Or group dances. We'll get into those specific. The only purpose of this song is to make you do the dance that we mentioned in it.
I think those particular songs, the ones that have a dance mentioned in them are going to fare well in this competition. Because they are the songs that can get, I'm looking in this for 4 years old to 104 years old. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like something that's going to get everybody out there. There are certain songs that, like you mentioned, like the song of the summer will get the, young and cool crowd onto the dance floor. But what's going to get everybody out there?
Right. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to come up with, I think we could each propose a few. You have a list.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, cause by the way, the way we did this today was immediately, I found out what the topic was when I opened up this studio app and saw the name of the track that we were making. That's how I found out what this episode was that we were doing. So
yes.
With apologies for not having any research right now, and thanks to Kate McManus for all she does, we're winging this one.
Yeah.
Have you come up with a list of a few that you think are?
Oh, I have some for sure that I know are wedding staples. One we already talked about, which is Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. I think we could probably get it down to like 5 finalists.
I think we can. Look, let's try this right now.
Go ahead.
Let's see if we can just start rattling them off as we think of them and then whittle it down to 5 finalists and pick among those 5 finalists.
Okay.
This is fun. We've never actually just done brainstorm style before.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
how about this? Like, I'll propose one. Well, I'll start with Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. I'll say why I think it is a viable contender for this, or at least worth noting. And then we can decide if it is a finalist. And let's say we pick 3 finalists and then we go from there. How's that?
Well, I don't want to just jump right into picking what's going to be the finalists. I just want to get a big list. Let's just.
Okay.
You name one, I name one, you name one, I name one.
Great. Okay. So I'm going to start with Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. It's been around for a good long while. It is a 40-plus-year-old song, and it's about a party. It's going on right here. And as soon as you hear that, you know that the DJ's going to come. All right, everybody, it's time to go. Like, you can't hear the song anywhere. The song has become a wedding song, and it is a good piece of music. That's a Kool and the Gang. They know what they're doing. They're a very good group. But this song has become synonymous. You cannot talk about wedding songs and dance and get everybody on the dance floor songs without something like this, because it's about a party. We're here to celebrate your party with you. There's nothing better to even express what's going on in that moment than everybody going on the dance floor together to dance to it. And everybody knows it. It's been around for that long. It hasn't faded away like some of these other dances have.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that is the quintessential place to start and kind of a good bar to set. We know that one is likely. I know I said I don't want to jump right into finalists, but I know that one's going to probably make it into the finals.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to add one to the list, and I'm going to say the Cha-Cha Slide. Because the songs, I love me some Cha-Cha Slide. I love a song where it tells you everybody gets out on the floor. It tells you exactly what to do. There is choreography to it. You can put your own spin on it. And there are a few of these. I'm really resisting the temptation to just make all of my choices these kind of songs. There is the Cha-Cha Slide. There is the Electric Slide.
Hold on. Wait, don't say any more of them.
Okay,
I think you should. I'd like to see you go on a run.
All of them on?
I'll go high energy songs. I won't touch any of them, and then you bring those out. So the Cha-Cha Slide is the one. Isn't that the one that's like cha-cha to the left, to the left, to the left? Is that the Cha-Cha Slide? Is that a different one?
That's a different one.
Okay, which one's Cha-Cha Slide? Oh, that one's Slide to the left.
Yeah, Slide to the right. What's the one that you? What's the one that you were just singing? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy.
Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna
come on. You just sang it. No, what were the lyrics that you just sang?
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the Cupid Shuffle is that one, I think.
That is the Cupid Shuffle. Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the Cupid Shuffle. There are a lot of shuffles. They really want you to shuffle and slide all over the place. So you're going to start. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, there are a lot to talk about there. Let's get into it one at a time. So first you're starting with the Cha-Cha Slide.
You know what? Hal, let's just put all of these on here now. I don't want to use up all of my back and forths doing
okay, all right. So we got Cha-Cha Slide. We got
Cha-Cha
Shuffle.
Slide.
We got Wobble.
We got Electric Slide.
People still do the Wobble is still very
great.
Popular.
The Wobble is a blast. Wobble doesn't mention the dance moves in it, which I think is interesting. You know, like everybody just kind of knows what to do.
It's 12 years old, but it's still like wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. You basically do
it's pretty
electric
evergreen.
Slide, and then the wobble, like you like sort of shimmy your shoulder. I'm doing it right now. Nobody can see
I'm watching.
You shimmy and like lean back, right? Isn't that the wobble? And then you do it forward. So it's essentially, it's kind of a cheat. Like the dance we've given it is the electric slide. We're just doing it a little bit. We're putting a little different stank on it.
We're doing the electric slide to a cooler song than the electric slide.
Yes.
You know?
The electric slide, obviously the original.
Yeah.
Of these that is still done. The song's I know they updated the song at some point, but the original, I think it's kind of died out in favor of some of these newer ones.
Yeah, I think that I haven't heard the electric slide at the last several weddings I've been to. I've heard the Cupid Shuffle or Wobble or the Cha-Cha slide.
Yeah. Is Cha-Cha slide the one with everybody clap your hands?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
I like that one because it doesn't just repeat.
Yeah.
Everything kind of bounces around, what you're doing and when and how many times. There's lots of variations within that one.
Yeah.
But the ones that repeat, I don't know. Do you prefer one that repeats because you can put a little bit of spin on it because you know what's coming next? Or something like a Cha-Cha slide where it is more abbreviated and a more arrested, I guess, because you're changing around constantly. There's more flow to a wobble or an electric slide or a Cupid Shuffle.
I feel like the Cupid Shuffle, Wobble, Electric Slide dance family, it makes it easier. To me, it's easier to hop on, hop off. Like for my birthday this year, Jennifer took me to Kernville, California, which is up in the mountains. And the nearest major city to that is Bakersfield, which is the home of Buck Owens Crystal Palace. So we stopped there on our way to get dinner. And they do live music, and there was a line dancing like convention in town. So they're doing these line dances, and at a certain point, Jennifer got up and just jumped in and was in it right away. And it had like that like Cupid Shuffle, Electric Slide kind of cadence to it. But she was able to jump in and jump out as needed.
Now, were these ones that she already knew because she's from the South? And when you're from the South, they just teach you some of them growing up.
That you're born with it encoded in your DNA. That's the thing. Before they release you from the hospital,
we were line dancing to Cotton Eye Joe when I was in high school.
Exactly.
At a bar. Because in Tennessee, you can go to a bar in high school.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee and his ten of believing.
Yeah. It's...
All right, let's pull one out of this and then go back to our back and forth.
Okay.
Knocking them out. So out of these four, the Cha-Cha slide, the electric slide, wobble, or the Cupid Shuffle, let's pick a best flowing one and pit it against the Cha-Cha slide. How does that sound?
Okay. All right. Which one do you think has the best flow? You're more of a dancer than I am. The song wise, I probably like the wobble song the most.
I would agree. I think that's the best song. But it doesn't have I like ones but I guess the electric slide doesn't have what's written in it either. It doesn't have the directions, I guess.
Yeah.
The Cupid Shuffle actually puts that in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Like you're.
Yeah. And it tells you to the left, I think it might be the Cupid Shuffle.
I think the Cupid Shuffle might be the winner out of this because it is putting that against, even putting it against the Cha-Cha slide because it's a nice combination of that flow.
Yeah.
And still giving you the square dance style, swing your partner round and round.
Yeah.
Kind of telling you what to do.
You walk it by yourself.
Yeah.
You go to the right,
even know the name
left.
of that one and it just beat the others.
Exactly.
Look at that. Well done. All right. So let's get back to what we were at before. So I'm going to say that you said celebrate. I will say the Cupid Shuffle. Your turn.
Oh, you're taking the Cupid Shuffle over the Cha-Cha slide. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to stick old school and go with Earth, Wind and Fire September.
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Again from 1978, like that same late 70s, early 80s. And it's not it's good for dancing, but it really just feels like a good time. And it has that recognizable, as soon as you hear, like, it gives you time to get to the dance floor. So as soon as you hear that, like, before the horns hit, you get a chance to go out there and just, go crazy and almost lose consciousness because you're moving your head so fast.
You really need to take more care when you hit a dance floor.
Look, my dancing is 95% head, and it always will be. I'm moving that head around to let you know what's going on. The rest of the body is
like
doing
the
what it
last
can.
beer from the keg.
Yeah.
Mostly head.
That's right. I'm a keg dancer.
I'm sure that is the name of a job somewhere at some bar. Oh yeah, man, the keg dancer's here at 11. All right, I'm going.
Keg dancer, dancing with your head, making yourself real dizzy.
All right, I'm going with another old there's a lot of 70s on here.
Yeah.
I'm going with another dance move classic. You know I love choreography.
Yep.
I'm going with the YMCA.
Yes.
Bum, bum, ba, ba, dum, bum. Another one that's got a great opening. Everybody, the horns kick in. They do those like seventh chords that just lead into the big blast, you know?
Yes.
It's a fun song. Everybody knows it. Kids can dance to it. Older generations can dance to it. It's great.
Yeah, that is a really, really good one. Everybody, I remember like learning it as a kid. I had like a phase where I listened to a lot of Village People, like not just that song. And I memorized, like I just liked, that was like my one time where I was like, I'm going to give disco music a shot. And that for some reason was how I connected to it. It's a very interesting group, like the story behind all of them and their movie Can't Stop the Music, which is with the woman from the Bounty commercials.
Oh, I never saw their movie.
You're like most people.
When you decided that you were going to like disco, you didn't just go out and watch Saturday Night Fever. You did a deep Village People dive.
Yeah.
Like,
I really did.
Good on you. Well, the Village People are great.
Yeah, they are. How about this? We've been talking about individual dances.
Mm-hmm.
How about a song that combines a bunch of dances? I'm talking about Wilson Pickett's 1966 song, The Land of a Thousand Dances.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You can do the pony, like Boney Maroney.
You can mash potato, do the alligator.
Yeah.
Put your hands on your hips. Yeah. And then be careful not to let your backbone slip because you don't want to slip disc. I know Wilson tells you to let your backbone slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not an accredited chiropractor.
You know what? I'm going to go with I'm just rearranging the order in which I'm reading these now. I have my list, but I'm going to stick with songs that have dance in the title.
Oh,
you knew it was coming.
The chicken dance. Oh,
that's right. The chicken dance, baby.
Do you think that's a song that you are made to do? Or a song where you hear it and you get up and go, oh, I gotta go do the chicken thing.
It's a forced obligatory thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That to me means it's probably not going to be a finalist.
No, it's not. It is definitely not going to be a finalist, but I wanted to put it on the list because it is a hilarious bit of lunacy that with all the other songs on this list, it has no place.
I'm going to throw out one that is more recent.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the 70s. Now I'm going to come all the way to 2008 to a song where people know at least part of the choreography of this, or at least feel like they do enough to like go crazy. And everybody wants to be Beyonce, when they play Single Ladies.
Yeah.
That is definitely get people moving. It's high energy, great song. And it's about getting engaged you should get engaged. So it's somehow appropriate to a wedding.
I don't like it when it gets burned early. Like save that one for the dance floor. Don't use it as background music when everyone's coming up to do the bouquet toss.
Yes.
You know? They're like, all right, let me get all the single ladies to the dance floor. All the single ladies. It's a little on the nose, buddy. Save that song for the dance floor for later.
Correct.
Just play. What do you think would be the alternative to play there?
Maneater. That's if you have a jerk for a DJ. You don't know who your DJ is sometimes. Yeah. I'm not advocating that, but
I can't believe that I'm saying this and not the man from Philadelphia. But all right, single ladies, it's time to toss the bouquet.
Okay, sure. Gonna fly now.
Gonna fly now. The Rocky theme.
Sure. That is a good one.
I mean, you could do any of the Rocky songs. Eye of the Tiger, War, like Hearts on Fire. Hearts on fire, strong desire, rages deep within. That's as much as I can sing without paying.
You could also do Over the Top.
What's the
another,
song
not
from
Rocky.
Over the Top?
Yeah. The
I don't know
winner
the
takes
song.
it all, loser takes the fall. Throw that bouquet over the top. Near, near, near.
Did Survivor do that album too?
No. No.
I like the idea that Survivor did the Rocky movies and a band that was almost exactly Survivor but was more affordable did the movie Over the Top.
The winner takes it all is by Sammy Hagar.
Okay.
Solo, not Van Halen.
Gotcha. Not Van Hagar. I'm
Van
going
Hagar,
with, I'm going to go next with, Journey's Don't Stop Believing.
Okay.
Or Believe In.
Do you dance
Because
to
we've done
that?
a lot of dance songs. I think it's easy to dance to, but it's also fun to sing along to. I like a song that is great for dancing and also for singing.
Okay.
It's just that song is a great release.
All right.
You sound
Okay.
skeptical.
I get it. I feel like I've heard that song so much that I don't like it anymore. And
Yeah.
not every song is like that for me.
It's become too ubiquitous, I think.
Well, it's become cliche for me.
Oh, but
me
Celebrate isn't?
No, because Celebrate always fits the occasion.
That's true. Don't Stop Believing it doesn't feel like a wedding song necessarily. It just gets
Yeah.
used in weddings.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, Hal. I'm stupid. It's stupid. I'm taking it off the list.
Thank you, dummy. Land of 1,000 Dances starts with a count in because he goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I have another song with a count in from 2003, and I think it's not. You don't have a lot of time because they get into it right around right away. They go 1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loves me. Because I know for sure. Hey, by Outkast
Very
is
good.
like you get up, you dance to it. It gets you moving. You get excited. You can get real dizzy on that one. And that's really what I'm judging here. How dizzy am I going to get doing this? Am I going to get dizzy in like 10 seconds? I just might if you play Hey Ya.
Hey, that's great. There's so many great dance floor tunes. I'm just
Here's the
thinking,
question,
I'm trying
though.
to think of ones that are specific to weddings. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. If I play Hey Ya at a wedding, I know younger people and maybe their parents will dance. Do you think, will grandma dance to Hey Ya?
No.
Well, actually, grandma will dance to Hey Ya. That was a trick question.
Wait, what?
Will Aunt Hilda dance? Will that get her moving? Will she stay and sort of bob around to it? Because grandma has.
I got the first one wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I got grandma wrong. I'm going to see myself out.
Okay.
Goodbye forever.
Okay, goodbye.
No.
All right, you
Ow.
can stay.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. But like, some of these big dance floor songs, I do think it has to be a song of a certain age.
Right.
Though, like, there's some that have just cut through. Like, Hey Ya is one that has made it through, and and Single Ladies has made it through, and Wobble has made it through,
Yes.
But my next choice is one that's a little older because I'm not as cool as you are. Been working so hard. Keep punching my card. 8 hours. For what? It's Footloose. That one gets a dance floor going.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
That is really Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins, who I saw live
makes-
twice.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen Kenny Loggins a couple of times. Once was when I went to Fontana with the cast of I'm in the Band to watch NASCAR. And another was when I was at Stagecoach. And he went up on stage and he did a set and he was wearing a belt and suspenders.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, he's afraid of his pants falling down. That's pretty
I
well-known
guess.
about him. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't
Panstropophobia.
read that in his Wikipedia entry.
He had it deleted. He knows that people who don't like him will torture him with it, and they'll cut his
that's
suspenders at live shows. It's happened before. He doesn't like it. That is a good one. Another good Kenny Loggins song is "I'm All Right" from Caddyshack.
I ain't nobody worry about me. That's a Kenny Loggins song?
Yes, that is
I had no idea that was Kenny.
It's also Danger Zone from Top Gun. You knew
Danger
that one,
Zone,
though.
like he was the king of the cool 80s soundtrack songs.
Yes, but Footloose is definitely a great wedding dance song. Here's another one. Now this here's a tale for all the fellas trying to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down because you're overzealous. Play hard to get. Females get jealous. Okay, smarty. Go to a party.
That's where you are. You're at a party.
You're at a party. And they just want you to bust a move. Now there is fat shaming in this song. It does not hold up lyrics wise, but in terms of the sampling and the beat of it, it does get people moving at a wedding. And that is one that people, because it's, almost 30 or 31 years old, something like that. It's 31 years old. Mm-hmm. It will get multiple generations of people onto the dance floor and moving.
Yeah. While we're on the topic of songs that have problematic lyrics, but have traditionally been, maybe it's just because I went to a lot of weddings with my theater kid crew over the years. And maybe this was less of a wedding song and more of like we were just having a dance party song, but I do distinctly remember it happening at weddings. So I did want to give a shout out to the Grease Mega Mix.
Oh, sure.
Which was played at a lot of weddings. It's got a little snippet of Summer Lovin'. It's got Born to Hand Jive. It's got We Go Together. It's got some of the, hopefully, I'm trying to remember if it has the problematic parts of Summer Lovin' in it, or if not.
Yes.
But it's got a bunch of great music, and you can't go wrong with a mega mix. Again, this might have been more often used just at assorted dance parties growing up and through my 20s. But one wedding plays at one wedding, it counts. So I'm putting the Grease Mega Mix on there. It'll get eliminated, but I want to put it on there. I have two more, by the way. How many more do you have? I
mean, I could keep going, but I'm going to just throw out a couple more because I think we're stretching it to like songs that will make you dance. But this one I hear at a lot of weddings, and it is a good one and appropriate. It is 34 years old. You know, you wake up for late school, man. You don't want to go. You ask your mom, please, but she still says no.
No,
that's right. Yeah. It's the Beastie Boys 1986 hit produced by Rick Rubin, Fight for Your Right to Party.
Not that, like, great.
Not even in the top 15 to 20 of Beastie Boys songs, because that's how great as a group they were. Mm-hmm. And this is really like a satire of songs like that. Yeah. That got took earnestly, but it also, because they are so good or were so good, when all three of them were living at what they did, that this song has become a party anthem, and it is something that everybody will get up and dance to. And it's past the point of being like a naughty song because it's so loud. So I think all generations will bump and groove to it.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong. I'm going to stay in the 80s.
Okay.
And Hal, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When you go out on the dance floor, you don't want to be out there solo. What do you want to do?
I want to dance with somebody, Mark.
Yes, you do, Hal. Do you want to feel the heat with somebody? Like I said, I get very warm on a dance floor, so I need to bring a bandana.
Oh, I want to dance. I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Oh, I mean, don't you want to dance? Don't you want to dance?
Say you want to dance. Don't you want to dance?
Say you want to dance. Yeah.
This, when I saw the title of this episode, that was one of the first ones that popped into my head. Some old school Whitney Houston.
Yes, that is a great one. And you hear it all the time.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been to a wedding where that song didn't play.
How about I have two more.
I have one more. So that's perfect timing.
Okay. So I'm going to go give you another Beyonce song.
Okay.
That I think is perfect, which is Crazy in Love.
Sure. That's what I thought you were going to say the first time around.
Yeah. Yeah. The single ladies, I feel like we all know that everybody does like the hand thing and they try and do other parts of the dance. Maybe they do it successfully. Maybe they don't, but that one is everywhere.
Yeah.
What you got?
And my final one is made famous in the movie Animal House and sung, I heard it 7 times a day, sung by the Blues Brothers at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA.
Yeah.
But that would be A little bit softer now.
Shout.
A little bit softer now.
Shout.
A little bit softer now. That's another one that's got a little bit of the dance moves built into it, and it's got some instructions of what to do, but also, you've got free reign to just go nuts. And that number to me, I think is an evergreen showstopper.
Yeah, it's really good. That is a really good one. Oh man. Oh, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you one more.
It's got quiet parts. It's got moments where it pauses. It's got the yeah. Like
call and
there's
response.
so many details in that song.
Oh, you're shouting, you're dancing.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Oh, that's hard to beat.
All right, this is a more recent one.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's a good one that will stick around.
Mm-hmm.
And, it starts like this. It's, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
Oh yeah. I loved your opening to that. It was great. Uptown Funk is a great dance floor number.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's impossissible to argue.
Yes.
All right. We have our list. Let's take a quick break. And, when we come back, we can just start eliminating because this is a long list. And,
I think we should each pick one that we want to fight for maybe. Does that make sense? Like fight for one? I think that's a good
idea.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dave Hill from before. And I'm very excited to bring Dave Hill's podcasting incident back to Maximum Fun, where it belongs. You can get brand new episodes every Friday on MaximumFun.org or, wherever. And while my partner Chris Gersbeck and I might lack in specific subject matter on our podcast, we make up for in special effects. Chris, add something cool right here. Also, we have explosions, animal noises, and sometimes even this. Dave Hill's podcasting incident every Friday on Maximum Fun. Chris, do another explosion right here.
Macho Man to the top rope. The flying elbow. The cover. We've got a new champion.
We're here with Macho Man Randy Savage after his big win to become the new world champion. What are you going to do now, Match?
I'm going to go listen to the newest episode of the Tights and Fights podcast. Oh, yeah.
Tell us more about this podcast.
It's the podcast of power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, woke discussions, man, and jokes about wrestlers' fashion choices, myself excluded. Yeah.
I can't wait to listen.
Neither can I. You can find it Saturdays on Maximum Fun. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Okay, Hal, we've had a chance to look over the list. We've talked about all of these songs. They're all a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
So you want to pull one out each and fight for it?
Yeah, I think we've gone on for a while about this.
Yeah, I think so. And we've mentioned good things about each song.
Yes, they all have their pluses and minuses.
I know which one I'm pulling out.
I think I know which one I'm pulling out, but I want to hear yours first, and maybe I'll pick a different one based on what you pick.
Oh, so I guess this list is now both of our list. It's not my songs and your songs.
I mean, it is our list together. Because you mentioned some that I was like, oh, that is really, really good. I don't know if that may be better than any one I pulled out. And then thinking about it during the break, there was another one that I think I would maybe fight for.
So I want to try something.
Okay.
Just to see.
Yeah.
Because there's no sense in if we both have the same one.
Right.
That is clearly singing to us.
Mm-hmm.
If that's like you said, like, I want to hear what you have first. And if I was going to pick that one, then I'll pick a different one. There's no sense in one that you already believe to be a silver medal to going to bat for that, right?
True. They may be like 1 and 1A. Okay. In my head. Do you want to do a 1, 2, 3 and see if we have the same one? And so that way I'm not trying to pick something after you go first. Cause I do have two, but there's one that I think one of them, I keep going back and forth in my head which one I like, but
there's one that keeps rising to there's one that clearly has risen to the top for me.
Okay. All right.
You want to do it on 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shout.
Oh,
I knew it.
Oh, folks, people of the world.
Yeah.
It's the best. I can't believe I didn't think, thinking of all these songs, there's so many great wedding songs. Get up and dance at a wedding, have fun, dance like nobody's watching, even if they are. Like, have the time of your life, get to know people, do the thing where you all get in a circle and people go in the middle and dance, do a Soul Train line, do whatever you want. Have a great time. And there are tons of songs that will lure you out on the dance floor. But I think what is so great about Shout, in addition to it sort of tells you what to do, and there's call and response, is that the song is how old is it?
The song was from the Isley Brothers. In
1950, no, not in 1959. The song has been around since 1959.
Who did the 1959 version?
Is 61 years old. That's the Isley Brothers.
The Isley Brothers.
Yes.
The version though that is most often played at weddings is the one from Animal House,
right?
Which is Otis Day and the Knights from 1978.
Yes, which is also great, but it's still like the same song. They're not changing it that much.
No, it's the same song.
Originally.
It's just like the Animal House version has the yeah in the background.
Yes. That the entire part where it gets quiet, so you get like a little break in the middle of it if you've made yourself dizzy, and then you build up, you're jumping around, it's high energy, everybody's having a good time. You could lose your voice during that song and be happy about it.
Yeah.
That's how great it is. And the fact that for 60 years, it was popular for a while, and then it was reborn obviously with Animal House as this great party song, because that movie was set in the 50s. I think 1960?
1960 or 61, something like that.
Yeah. So, at a time when that song would have been contemporary, and then it was brought back, and it's like you can't, if you go to a wedding, you don't hear it, you're like, oh, I didn't hear Shout.
This song is so good that it's in that Blues Brothers show, even though it is not in the Blues Brothers.
Exactly. You're like, surely the Blues Brothers sang Shout.
Nope. It was just in the other great Belushi movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of those wedding songs that everybody gets down, as much as you can, get down on the floor on a little bit softer now. And there's that anticipation. Yep. There's that point where it just stops. And you get the now wait a minute. Yes. Like that. It's perfect. It is a perfect wedding song.
Yeah. It is the best. It is the best wedding song. That's what gets people out and gets them dancing, Tracy Fierick. Now you know. And all of you know, if you're planning a wedding or going to a wedding and you can request a song, that is the song to request. Make sure that the DJ or the 12-year-old on the iPad is going to play that song at some point, because that 12-year-old might not know. They might just be playing Lil Pump for the entire wedding. You have to educate them and say, listen, Junior, in my day and the days before mine, there was only one song that had to be played at every wedding, and that is Shout, Asked and Answered.
Oh, now I feel like going to a wedding. That was a fun episode.
I know. Soon we will all go to weddings again. I feel terrible for all the people who had to postpone their weddings.
Yeah. Tommy and Josie are dear friends. One of my improv buddies.
Yes.
They were supposed to get married on April 4th.
Ugh. Look.
They're fine. They're fine.
Yes,
they're still engaged.
They're still going strong. Yeah. They're strong together at home. But, look, everybody, I'm glad we are here to distract you from everything for a little while at a time, but know that we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together, and it's going to suck for a while to be apart from one another, but it's going to feel that much better when we'll be able to get back together earlier with all the people we love if we do this now. It's a minimal amount of suffering for us to do the greater good.
Amen to that, brother. So everyone out there, please stay safe and keep your loved ones safe by staying at home. This topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us on Twitter at We Got This Tweets. Check out the Maximum Fun subreddit, or
you can email us at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or this is the perfect time. You're at home. You haven't done it yet. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/WeGotThisPodcast. It is where this suggestion came from. So many other great ones on there. And everybody in that group, specifically at this time, has been so supportive of one another. One of the people of the world put together a lesson plan for people who are having to homeschool their children or find activities for their children that is about We Got This. That is like a survey you fill out about arguments and stuff. It's amazing. So check that out. You can only find that right now at the We Got This Facebook group. So check it out. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you for being in this fight with the rest of the world. The human race thanks you. We thank you. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for giving us a chance to take our minds off of things. And we love you and we want you to stay safe. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned. Audience supported.